Today we're going to take a look at a timepiece from Orient. Orient is a subsidiary of Seiko and is Japan's largest manufacturer of mechanical movements. They produce quartz as well, but the primary focus is on mechanical movements, especially those that are automatic. Now, as for the watch itself, this model is frequently referred to as the Tristar, since you can see 3 stars here below the hands. Now, that might be the street name for this watch. I don't know if it's the official name. Now, as you can see on this particular specimen, the word crystal appears to be underneath the 3 stars, so perhaps this model might be more accurately referred to as the Orient Crystal. Let's take a look at that. Let's get into some of the specs. Watch is stainless steel, 37 millimeters in diameter, not including the crown, 19 millimeter lug widths, lug to lug distance 42.5. In addition to the basic timekeeping functions, you have a day and a date. There's a push button at 2 which advances the day, which I'll demonstrate in a minute. You've got some luminous dots in front of the minute indices and lume on the hands. Now, for the record, the lume is very weak and I don't find it particularly useful. So if there's any slight downside to this watch, I would say it's the lume. Flat mineral glass. See, very low profile. Doesn't stick up. You've got a screw-on case back. Has a water resistance rating of 30 meters. Now, how do we operate the watch? Now, this watch does not hand wind, so basically to get it started, you have to shake it. I'm sure a lot of you that have Seikos and Japanese watches are familiar with that. You shake it 10-15 seconds to get it going. If you want to change the day, you push this button here. So right now, okay, that's Monday. It cycles through 2 languages. This is Monday in Spanish. Tuesday in Spanish. So on and so forth. To change the date, the crown is extracted to the first position out, and you turn it counterclockwise. And finally, to adjust the time, extract the crown to all the way out, set the time. Now, as for what's going on inside, it's Orient caliber 469, completely in-house Japanese movement, non-hand winding, non-hackable, 21 joule, 21,600 beats per hour, automatic. Power reserve on this particular specimen is drop over 46 hours, accuracy plus 5 seconds a day. Now, when this caliber debuted in the early 70s, it was originally a Seiko 7005. Now, I believe Orient acquired the rights to this movement and made modifications over the years. I don't know what exactly, but the 469 and all its, I guess, derivatives, this is Orient's workhorse movement. It's always had a reputation of being robust, durable, little or no maintenance, and it can run for years without service. I mean, my feeling is that these watches are basically used until destruction. I mean, it's a sub $100 watch, and it may not even make sense to overhaul it unless you're particularly attached to this watch, which is very easy to do, by the way. I find this watch to be very attractive. Now let's talk a little bit about the bracelet. The links are hollow. It's very light, and sometimes the bracelet is unflatteringly described as being cheap. I think the bracelet is very, very decent and perfectly functional. I mean, I can't see how this bracelet can actually fail on you on the normal usage. It's not like the links are going to fall out or anything, and you're not sitting there with tools trying to pry it apart. Now, the links are held together by these L-shaped pieces of metal. Let me tell you how you can adjust it. Let's take a close-up there. Now, let's take a look at one link. Bear with me if you will. Now, this is a link. You can see a little arrow here, and there's a little hole over here. You stick a pointy object here, and you push in the direction of the arrow. So you would stick something pointy here, push, and then this little L-shaped piece of metal will come out. And then once that that little piece of metal comes out, the link will fall out as well. And one link is simply hooked onto another link, and that's it. Not the greatest way to attach links. Personally, for ease of removal, I would prefer links that use screws. But watches with low price points usually use this form of link attachment, if you will. There's a shell clasp. See the Orient logo on that. I really like this watch. I think it's one of the best buys I've ever made. It's under $100, $57.99 with shipping. And I would highly recommend this to someone kind of just getting into the world of mechanical watches, even for the seasoned collector. I mean, you've got an in-house movement. I mean, you got the movement, it's robust, it's attractive. The Tristar or the crystal comes in dials come in a multitude of colors. Sizes for men and women. So you can't go wrong, okay? So there you have it, the Orient Tristar or the Orient Tristar Crystal, Orient Crystal, no matter what you call it. Great, great watch. I've already gotten compliments at home and at the office. Hope you enjoyed this review and I hope you found it informative. As usual, I welcome your comments. Or if you have anything to add, please let me know. Until next time, have a good day. Signing off. Bye now.